Well, hello and welcome to Lori's Crafting Place.blogspot.com. So glad to see you today. Glad that you could join me. And this is Funfold Friday. Excuse me, Funfold Friday. And so we're going to be making a Funfold card. And this one is called a double front Funfold card. So it opens like this. And then it opens like this. And then you close it back up. And then here's the one that I made. And so here we open it up. And then here's the front of the card there. And we open it up again. And close it. And then close it. So I think this was a clever card. And so today the stamps that we're going to use is Art in Bloom. And I used the flowers. And I used this leaf. And then I also used a stamp set called Artistically Inked. And what I used out of this one was the dies. And so this is one of the dies in there, is this leaf. And I think it's, oh, I love this leaf set. And so let's see, and I also used out of here some of the sentiments. You can see those. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So let's get started here. What we need is, you will need a piece that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that is going to be the white piece. I take that back. That is going to be this back part. Okay, this one, and I'm using black and purple and white in mine instead of the pink color. So you need a piece of this, and I will have all these measurements in the bottom in the description box. And then you need this white one, which is 8 by 5 1/4, and that makes our card. So it's an 8 1/2 by 11 cut in half. Okay, and then you need a piece that's going to be the front, and it is let me see what that one is. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So the pink part here is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then you need 2 white pieces that are 3 by 4 1/4. That one and this one. Okay. And then we need one more piece. We need this little mechanism part here. And it measures, let me see, I have to lift mine up so I can see what it measures. It measures, oh, it's on this side. It measures 5 by 1. So it's a piece that looks like this. And it's 5 long by 1 inch. And then we're going to end up scoring it at 1 1/2. Let me double check that and make sure. 1 1/2, yep. Okay, so like that. Okay, so here's all my pieces. And like I said, I'm using black. And let me just get you down here now where you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Let me get this down. I think that's pretty good. Right there. Over a little more. There, I think we're good. Okay. sure I get that in there. So I have a piece of black here. And remember, this black is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so we're going to use that. And we're going to have a piece of this purple, which is about a 1/4 inch smaller. Okay. And before we put anything together, we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to score it. What did I say? We're going to score it at 1 1/2. So let me get my scoreboard out here real quick. And we'll score this at 1 1/2. So I'm going to lay it up here, find the 1 1/2. Whoops, I already did it. And we're going to score at 1 1/2 right there. And then we'll fold that and we'll burnish it down. Okay, now we can remove this because that's all that we're going to need for that. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to put that, I'm thinking, let me see here, I'm thinking that I might want to, okay, I'm going to use my glue, and I'm going to take this purple piece, and I'm going to put it down. I have to kind of remember what I did, because as you know, I made these cards quite a while ago, and so now I have to go, okay, what did I do? Alrighty, so we got that down. Now the next piece we want to put down is this. So let me look at mine again and see where I'm at. Okay, so I'm going to stick this down here. And what I'm going to do is make sure that this fold part is on the edge here. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on here. And then I'm going to stick this down kind of right in the center on the edge. Right there. And then push that down. I can even open it up there and push it down. Okay, because then I'll be taking this one and I'm going to put it down. But I think first of all, what I want to do is, I'm getting my card out here so I can see what I did. Yeah, I stamped some of these little flowers. So I want to get those out of here. Let's see, where are those little flowers? There they are. So I'm going to get those out and put them on a block. Oh, I have these little flowers in the set that is called Art in Bloom. And then I'm going to take some Gorgeous Grape, because that's, we're using the purples. And then I'm going to ink this up. And I think I'm going to go dark right here and then light right here, lighter. So I just did that for the inside. All right, now I can close this up. We'll just stick it over here for now. And so then the next thing I want to do is, let me think. I'm going to stamp the top. So I'm going to use You're a Rare Find. So I'm going to put that over here and get out the sentiment that says You're a Rare Find, which is in this same stamp set. And let's see, I think it's right here. Oh, we'll get that one out. I could have had these all ready to go, but I didn't. You're a rare find. And we are going to use the purple again. So I'm going to ink this up. And then I'm going to stamp it right here. Okay, there it is. You are a rare find. Okay, so I think that might be all I need for right now. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to take this one and I'm going to add it to my card here. So putting glue on the back side of this piece. And this piece, remember, was, let me see, 8 by 5 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to put that one on here, and it will kind of hide this mechanism also. Let me see, let me get it over a little more. Yeah, that's about right. I'm going to open this up, and then I'll smash this down. And I'm going to get that glue off of there. There we are. That piece off of there. Okay, so far this is what we have. So we've got the black, the purple, then we've got the white stamped "You're a Rare Find," and then the inside we've got those little flowers. Okay. I think I did this wrong. Okay, let me see, what did I do here? I think I did this wrong. That piece has got to go there, and the smaller piece goes there. Yep. Nope, I did it all right. I did it right. Okay, sometimes you have to look because I'm like, I don't know what I did. Okay, now what we're going to do is, I still think that's not correct. Yeah, it is. This is going to go over here. Okay, so I'm going to get that out of the way. I'm going to mess myself up here. Okay, then I cut these leaves out of the die set that came in the Artistically Inked. And I love these. And I think I want to use these. I just like that one. I think it's really, really pretty. I did cut out some of these, and I may add those and cut them out. I did not color them, so I'm going to cut those out really quick here with a little fussy cutting. Oh yeah, I stamped them, and now I'm just kind of fussy cutting. I don't know that I'll use all of them, but I may use a couple of these on here. So that's why I want to cut out a couple of them. So let's see what we're doing here. Okay, almost got that one cut out. I think I stamped 3 of them, but I think I'm only going to use 2 of these because I really liked the these green ones, and I think they add to our card. So I'm going to set this aside for just a minute so that we can color our flowers and get them cut out. So, oh yes, that's what I did. I put that on the front. Okay, so see, I'm already messing myself up. Okay, so this is going to go on the front with this one. These are going to go on this one here. So these are going to go get tucked in here. And it looks like I need a few more. So we're going to stamp some more. See, I knew there'd be some things I forgot. That's what happens when you take so long to make some of these cards. You forget what you did to begin with. So let's just cut this out. And so that gives us 3 of those, but we're going to need some more. So I'm going to get it out of here. I'll need some more of those too. So I'm going to get that leaf out of here. Let's see, I believe it was this one. I'll stick that on there, and then I'm going to need the flower again. So I want this flower, and then I think I want this flower right here. Okay, I think I've got everything that I'm going to need now. Alrighty, so now I need some more paper. So let me fish around in here for some white. This is my white that I'm going to use. Oops, losing all my pieces here. So we're going to take and stamp. I'm not sure what green that was that I used, but I think I'm going to use my garden green for the leaves. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves, so we only need a couple more. So we'll do one right here. Whoops, that one didn't get very dark, did it? We'll do that one there. Yeah, I think this is the one, the color that I wanted. Okay, so we got that. We'll cut out a couple more of those. And then we're going to cut out a couple more of these. So I need my black here. So I'm going to cut out, let's see, how many of these do I need? I've got 2, and I need one more, 1, 2, 3, I think I need 3 of these. So we're going to ink this up with black, and we're going to stamp 1. Boy, I'm just not getting enough ink on here. 2, and 3 of these, and then we need 3, or we need 1 and 2. We need 2 of these kind. Now we'll just cut some out. Oh, there's 1. And there's another one. Okay, that should be plenty of flowers and all this stuff. Alrighty, so now we cut out, we're going to cut out these flowers, or these flowers and these leaves. Okay, so let me cut the rest of these leaves out of here. So this will make my video a little longer, doing all this cutting, this fussy cutting, and trying to get this done here, because I didn't have it pre-done, which sometimes I like to do. I like to get it pre-done. That way we can just whip right through these cards than you having to watch me cut all this stuff out. Okay. I knew something wasn't right here. I didn't have the rest of it for my other little piece of the front of the card. Okay, now we'll cut these out. And I'm gonna show you what we're going to do first before we start cutting these out, is we have to color these. So I'm just going to get them cut out here, and then we'll start coloring them. And I'm going to look and see here what I want to do. Okay, so these ones are my littler ones. This is one of these. This is, okay, we've got all those. All right, so let's get out the purple that I have, which I think is this one I want. Let me see what color this is. This is Highland Heather. Yeah, I think that's the one I want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the darker one and I'm gonna color, I'll show you. Oh, I can get that off of there. I'm going to make this darker in the center and just go around here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and I'm going to do that to all of these all at once and get this done. I'll just keep going because at this point I'm not sure how many I need. Let's see. And I'm thinking that I'm going to make the centers different. Okay, hopefully you can see what I'm doing, and hopefully my head's not in the way. Oh, we're just kind of giving them some dimension here by coloring the little vein things. At least that's what I think they are. And if I need to go back over this, I can. I don't know if I was going to use this one or not, but just so we're dark down here at the bottom. Okay. And then I do want to get out the yellow, the daffodil one, and I want to color the centers of these. Color them yellow. Some yellow in there. Okay. And then I will take the lighter one, the lighter Highland Heather. Oh, I can get those off. And we're going to color around here. I think mine are starting to dry out. And it doesn't matter if we don't get it all the way around. Yeah, I don't know why these are drying out. I guess I've had them for a little while. But I think the lid doesn't fit on it very tight. And so that's why it's drying out. Oh, hopefully we'll get enough out of here. And it doesn't matter if you go over the lines because we're going to be cutting these out. So there's another one. Let's do one of these ones over here. And if you don't get it all colored, it's okay, because there are some light spots and dark spots in flower petals. So okay, and we'll do another one of these. You can see what I'm doing. Thank you for bearing with me while I color these things, since I didn't have it already pre-done, which is what I like to do when I'm going to make a video, because then it doesn't take so long and you're trying to watch me color all this stuff. But that's the way it goes sometimes. There are some times when I like to color, and there are some times when I don't like to color. But it doesn't take that long, just a few minutes. I think the longest time is cutting everything out. And if you have a die to cut your flowers out, then it goes a whole lot quicker. All right, let's do one more of these, just because, like I said, I don't want to stop in the middle of this and try to count them again. Oh, I think these will be pretty. I kind of wish I had the Gorgeous Grape, one of these pens, Stampin' Blends, because I think it would have been really, really pretty. But the Highland Heather works. It looks kind of purple. Oh. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to set this one aside because I don't think I need that one. And we'll do this one here. And like I've said before, I really like black and purple together, black and pink. Just black makes everything pop. Almost done. Yay. Okay, we're gonna call that good. And then we're gonna start cutting some of these out. All right, so we'll cut them out and then we'll worry about where they go. So when you're fussy cutting, you're supposed to hold your scissors still and then just twist the cardstock around and let it do the work. Sometimes that works for me and sometimes it doesn't, but I don't think it'll take too long to get these cut out. And sometimes I take my glasses off so I can see what I'm actually cutting. But I think it'll be all right. I just don't want to take any more of your time than I have to in doing this video. So trying to go as quickly as I can, but I want to do a good job here too. So there we go. We got one down. Yeah. Okay. And we'll cut another one. We'll just keep going. So if I kind of just don't talk, which I don't have to be talking all the time. And I don't know if you notice though, when you cut things out with dies, it always leaves a little white border around it. So if you end up with a little bit of white around yours, that's okay, because somebody will probably think you just did it with a die instead of fussy cutting. So, I don't know, I've never timed myself on how long it takes me to cut things. See, I lifted my scissors up and therefore I had to go back down here. Okay, we got one more of these kind to do. Oh boy, I'm getting way off the camera here, aren't I? It's because I'm trying to hold it closer so I can see what I'm doing. I'll try to stay in screen here so you can see what I'm doing. And I still don't have one of those editing programs. I don't even know what kind to get. And so to be able to fast forward through all this cutting, I can't do that. So thank you for just being patient with me. And as we keep cutting along here. Oh, maybe one of these days I'll be able to get one of those programs and try it out, see how it works. Okay, there we go. 3 more to go. Oh, I do apologize that I wasn't on the ball with this part, but that's all right. Oh, hope you got your cup of coffee or your cup of tea or your latte or whatever it is that you like is your favorite beverage, and you're just enjoying watching the video as we cut along here. Well, I don't know how all your weather is where you're at, but here in Oklahoma we have had a little bit of a cool down, which is nice because where we're at gets very warm and very humid. And I think since we're heading into fall, that weather pattern's changing, and so today is sunny and beautiful, and I think our high is only supposed to be like 80 something, so that will be nice. Oh, one thing I have to say, the weather here is definitely different than North Idaho. So North Idaho, we have the 4 seasons, and so you get all your different weathers, and here in Oklahoma we don't have that, so quite different. That was a little bit of a, not a little bit, that was a big change for us. So, but we do like it here, and the people are friendly, and seem, you know, we just really like the people. So anyway, well, I think we only have one more to go here. Then we can start putting this card together. Oh, this does take a few minutes to get this all cut out. Let me get out of frame again. Well, I sure do appreciate all my subscribers and those of you that come back every week and look at the videos and that's a blessing to me. So I just want to thank you so much, and thank you to the new subscribers that we've had over the last little while. And so that's another blessing. Okay, we're done. All right, let me put all this over here. Okay, so now what I want is I want 2 of these and 1 of these for this, and then these will be for the other one. Okay, so let's finish decorating our card. So I'm going to take and put 1 of these, and none of these are popped up. They're all just flat. So, oh dear, I left that lid off of that, but maybe it'll be all right. Okay, and we're gonna stick this one kind of like right about here, I think. And then we'll get another one, and we'll put it down over here. And I'm going to stick it kind of right here, I think. Yeah, that looks about right. And then we'll take this one and we'll put it down here. Oh, get a little bit of dot on there. And we'll put this one down here like this. Okay, then we're going to take these leaves and we're going to start sticking them down. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the end here. And I think I'll put one right here, making sure I don't go over. Whoa. Get that glue off there. And then we're going to stick another one. I think we'll take this one here. And we'll put some glue on the bottom of that one. And I'm going to stick it kind of like right here. Maybe go in a little more. Okay, put that one down. And then I want another one. Let me grab it. Put some glue on the bottom here. And I'm going to stick that one maybe right here. And then this one that was kind of lighter, I'm going to, whoops, I'm going to cut that little pointy thing off. I don't want that there. And I'm going to put this one and tuck it. I'm going to put a little more glue on here. And I'm going to tuck it in here and go like that. And then we'll have one more that's going to come up here. Good, I got them all going the right direction. Okay, and this one we're going to stick right. Let's see, I kind of put a lot of glue on there. Now let's just stick it right there. Okay, so there's the front of our card. Okay, but remember we have some more to add to this. So we need to take this now. I'm going to put, let's see, this one, I'm going to put this one on the back here. So this will be the back of the card, of this little card. So I'm going to put that on the back. smash it down. And then I'm going to stamp again. So we're going to stamp the these little flowers. And we're going to stamp. Let's see, where did I get the happiest of birthdays? I don't know where I got that one. So I'm just going to put, let me see, do I have anything written on here? Yeah, dear friend. I think I'm going to put, I think I'm going to use best wishes out of this one. And that's what I'm going to put on there. So let me get my flower off of here because I don't need that anymore. And we'll just put best wishes on this one. Making sure I have that straight. We'll get out our gorgeous grape again and stamp best wishes. And then we're going to take these little flowers and we're going to do some dark. Put one here, put one here, and then we're going to stamp off again right here, make it lighter. Okay, so that's what we got going on there. I might leave this out because I will need it again. So this is the inside of my card, which is going to go right here. Okay. So why don't I just do that? Let me move this ink out of the way. Okay. So this one has to go. Let me see. I've got to lift this one up so I can see how far I put it. Clear over there. Okay. And I already glued it down. That's okay, because what we'll do is we'll glue it onto here. That's okay. So I need to glue it onto here, and I need to put it where? I need to go, let me think here. I need to go like about that far, I think. Maybe about that far. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue here. Oh, let's hope I'm doing this correctly. I'm going to lay that down like that. Then I'm going to lay this one over here. Let's go. How far over do we want to go? Yeah, about right there. Making sure it's straight. And then I'm going to put this right here. Hope that's straight. And then we'll smash that down. Yep, that's good. And then we're going to take the purple and we're going to put it over this. Okay. So we'll take the purple one and put it down, leaving a border around here. Okay. Yep, I think that's going to be fine. Then we're going to take the white piece, and I do have to stamp one more thing. I don't want my glue to get all dried out, so I'm going to, where are you, little end? Well, where is it? There it is. Stick that on there. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one off and put dear friend. Okay. So let me get dear friend out of here. Okay, we got dear friend. I'm going to put it sideways because that way I'll end up getting it on here straight. And then I'm going to ink it up. And we'll stamp that right about there. Dear friend. Okay, now I think we're done with this and we can close this up. And we're gonna put some glue on here and put that on the front. Make sure that you can see what I'm doing here. We're gonna put this right around here. Okay. Make sure that's not glue. Okay. Now we're going to decorate the front part of this. So we're going to take this one and I'm going to put it, I think I'm going to cut some of these off. I'm going to cut this one off. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to cut off. I just need to cut one of them off. And I might use that. So then we're going to take and glue this down. Okay, let me get my glue here. I think I might just put some dots. Because that will help it to stick better than trying to run glue all over this whole thing. Okay, and down here. Oops. All right, let's see, I got a little bit of glue on here. All right, let's turn this over, hopefully, and we're gonna put it on. I'm going to go up here. Wipe that off. Okay. That's pretty good. That one's kind of over a little, but that's all right. And then we're going to take one of these ones and we're going to put it on here, put some glue on it. And we're going to stick it right about here. And then this one, we're going to pop up and stick it on here. And I'm thinking I did use a few of these. Over there, and maybe we'll put one over there. So I put about four of those on, and we'll peel those off the backing, and we're gonna stick this one down, and I'm gonna stick it right about here. Okay. And let me see what I want to do. Do I want to stick one of these on here? Why not? I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to just stick one on here, just for the fun of it. Okay, I got that. And then there was a couple more things that I put on here. You could go ahead and tie it, put some ribbon on here if you want, or some of this twine. I do have some gems, so I think I'll get my gems out right here. And we're going to put a couple of those on. I think I still have, I use a lot of purple, but I think I still have some purple in here. Yeah, here's some. So I'm going to put a purple one over here. And I'm going to put a purple one. Let's see. I think I'm going to stick one up here. And I have a little purple one right here. And I'm going to stick it, whoops, right here. And there's our card. And so then you would open it up. It says best wishes. And then you've got this card. It's kind of like a card within a card is what Clumpin' Stamper is what she always says. And then you can write what you want. You could even add some more sentiment on there. And that is our card, which was called a double front fun fold card. So I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry it took so long cutting things out, but give it a try. And so until next time, I hope you have a great day and happy creating. Bye-bye.